Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another day of Vlogmas. I have had this video idea for quite a while now and I've just been dying to go ahead and execute the plan. So today's video is going to be a very exciting one. I recently have just been thinking about how most to all of my makeup purchases are influenced by some way or another. Whether I saw someone talk about it on YouTube or on Instagram, or I saw the brand post about it, in some way I feel like I've heard what I'm supposed to think about the product before I try it. And that can be very beneficial because it can help you avoid products that you think you might not like. But I feel like it can also really limit finding a good product, because if I see one I've never heard of, I'm either going to go search for someone else's opinion on it or I might just not pick it up. So I thought it would be fun to go to the drugstore. I went to Walmart and just search for products that I've never seen anything about, never heard anything about, and a lot of these I've never even seen in store before. So I thought it would just be fun to pick them up and try them out. So these are going to be products that I don't think I've ever heard of or seen or know anything about. So we're going to just kind of jump into it. I was going to pick out 3 products. I ended up coming home with 6 because there were 2 I had on my list that I've been meaning to purchase to replace other things in my collection. So I picked up 4 just kind of for fun products, and then I picked up 2 that still fit in this category that I've never heard of before, but I needed them to replace something that I've recently used up in my collection. So I'm so excited for today's video. I hope that you guys are too. Let's go ahead and just go shopping at Walmart. I'll show you guys what I got and then we'll try them all out. Going shopping at Walmart was honestly a lot of fun to look at a bunch of different products that I'd never heard of. These reminded me of some from Revlon I used to use in high school. I was also really drawn to a colorful liner for some reason this time, specifically green, but this one wasn't exactly the tone I was looking for. This mascara looked very intriguing to me, but I realized that I think I have actually heard several reviews on this one, so I skipped over that. These little face palettes from Revlon, they're from Revolution. These really drew my eye in because they look similar to the e.l.f. ones, and at this price tag, I felt like they were really great looking and I wanted to try one out. I was also really intrigued by these primers from Revlon. Revlon had several products I was really interested in, including some of their little eyeshadow palettes. These are real reminiscent to me of some that I used to use in high school. But then I found this hard candy primer, so I had a hard time picking between the two. This is that eye palette I'm talking about. Do you guys remember these? Okay, so we're back with all of our products from Walmart. So let me go ahead and just show you what I got. I will share prices and a total as well, because I know I would want to see that if I was watching this video. So I'm just gonna pick at random. So the first thing that I see in the bag is this hard candy primer. This is the Sheer Envy Glow Primer. You guys saw from the footage I was looking at another one, but I ended up going with this one because I really like a glowy primer. So this just kind of had me. So I am hoping that it doesn't have a strong fragrance. That's what I'm really hoping. That's one of those things, like when I'm just picking it up off the shelf, I don't know. It does have fragrance in it as an ingredient, but that's pretty typical for many makeup products. So I'm just gonna have to cross my fingers on that one. So this one was $8.94. Okay, next up, this one might be top 2 of what I'm most excited to try. This is from Neutrogena. Now, I have seen this one in the store before, but I've never heard anything about it, I don't think. And there's been a couple times where I've almost picked this up, so I thought this is the perfect time to try this out. But I always hesitate about the coloring because the shade range looks a little wonky, especially in Walmart lighting. Like, it just never does it any justice. So this one's pretty light and I think that it will work for me. I did pick up the lightest shade. It's in the shade called Ivory, and I'm really excited to try this one. So this is the Neutrogena Radiant Cream Concealer. It says it's for healthy skin. It has peptides and antioxidants in it. So I think this one, and I'll talk about the next one. Well, I'll save that one for last. The one I'm also really excited about, but that one's definitely top 2 of the ones I'm just the most excited to try today. That one, by the way, was the most expensive. It was $14.97. So I really hope I like that one. Next up, this was, I think, our cheapest product. Yes, for $2.98. This is a blush and highlight duo from Revolution. And I felt like I wanted to try this, especially because I have a duo from e.l.f. that I really like, but I depotted both of the products because the duo itself was so tiny that I liked the size of this one. This one is very reminiscent to me of the e.l.f. duo, and it's $2.98. And I think that's pretty on par with an e.l.f. one. So I'm really excited to try this. I picked up the color combo called Sweet. Next up also from Neutrogena, this is the Moisture Smooth Color Stick. This one is in the shade Almond Nude, and the price on this one was $7.96. This one really reminded me of one that I used to have from Revlon, and I used to use the shade called Honey, and I loved that. I went through like 4 tubes of that product back in middle school and high school, so this one looked pretty similar except for the shade is much more almond or brown, as the name would suggest, versus the shade I used to use in the Revlon one called Honey was more like pink. So I'm excited to see if I like that type of a product as much as I used to. I don't know if it'll be similar to the Revlon one, but I'm excited to try it out. So the next 2 products are ones that I mentioned in the intro of this video that I was wanting to replace existing products in my collection with something. So this one is from Maybelline, and I was hoping to replace the NYX Gilded Taupe eyeliner that I recently used up. They don't make that color anymore, or at least I haven't been able to find it. So I thought that this one looked pretty similar to it, and I thought it might be a nice alternative. So this is the Maybelline Rose Quartz shade of the Tattoo Studio liner, and it looks really nice. So I was looking here at the way the packaging has the look. So on this eye look, you can kind of see the shade of how it's supposed to look, and I really think that that's pretty. So I honestly might just kind of recreate that look. Since I don't have any eyeshadow to try today, I might just kind of put that all over the waterline and the lash line. So that one was $8.12. So it's pretty on par with the NYX pricing, even though you can get NYX on sale a lot, but I'm hoping I'll like that one since I can't get the Gilded Taupe shade from NYX anymore. This last product is one that, along with the Neutrogena concealer, I'm the most excited and intrigued to try. I've never heard anything about this. It does have the new tag on it, so it might just be brand new. I've never heard of this one before though, but it's from Revlon, and this is the Color Stay Brow Fiber Filler. But I got the clear one. So I recently used up my clear brow gel, so I thought that this was a good chance to try a new one that I've never heard of before to kind of fit it into this video for a couple more options to try. I was originally just going to pick up 3 products for this video, but actually was really excited about everything that I found at Walmart. So our bag is empty. The brow product was $9.97. So in total, the Walmart trip for all of the makeup was $52.94, and then that's before tax. I also just got done curling my hair, so I'm trying to let the curls set before I brush them out, so they might look a little bit interesting right now. I think the most natural place to start is with this Hard Candy Glow Primer. I'm actually the most nervous to try this one because out of all of them, I feel like this one's the most risky of having a strong fragrance. I love this packaging. That looks so nice. I mean, I'm really liking that. I love that packaging. I hope I like this. I have been using up my primers a lot lately actually, so I don't have a ton in my collection. So I'm actually really excited to have this in my collection. So like I mentioned earlier, this is the Glow Serum Primer from Hard Candy. It says it visibly illuminates skin. It says it's brightening and hydrating. It's an illuminating primer infused with vitamin C, niacinamide, and hyaluronic acid for a dewy finish that still looks like your skin, just way more even, healthy, and balanced. So that sounds right up my alley. Let's try this out. I love that it has a pump on it. That is so nice. Oh, wow. I did not expect that. That is a gold primer. So when they said glowy, I think they meant glowy. Let's try it out. This does have a fragrance to it for sure, but it is pretty subtle. So we'll see after I apply it on the face, like, does it irritate my head or anything? Ooh. Yeah, as I'm rubbing it in, it actually does have like a pretty noticeable fragrance. It's not bad or anything, but I'm just pretty sensitive to fragrances causing me to have headaches. That is glowy. Oh, I just said I was gonna put on half and then I forgot, but hopefully you guys can still kind of tell what it's doing. I had too much on my hand to just go on half the face. Can't pinpoint exactly what this product smells like. This definitely has a scent to it, and I don't feel like it's very, I don't know, it has like a bit of a greasy feel to it. I would not say that it feels like overly hydrating, like it's going to work almost like a moisturizer type of primer. Those are my favorites when I say when it says glowy or hydrating, that's kind of what I'm looking for. But I know they have other ones in their line, so I'm not gonna totally write this off, but I might be more interested in some of the other ones in this line. So right now, I'm not so sure. It definitely adds like some glow to it, given that it has that kind of metallic quality to it. But I don't know. Let's just see how foundation goes over it, and then we'll go from there. For our foundation type product, I'm just gonna use this Misha BB cream. So I'm not gonna go through all the steps of the makeup that I'm not trying, but I am gonna show this one on camera because we're putting it over that new primer. I wanna see how it goes. But I just want a light layer of this, and then we'll try out the concealer. I'm using the sponge from the Sephora Beauty collection. They sent this to me in PR, but I really like it. It's super squishy, and what I like about it in comparison to my Shot Miss A one is I like this flat edge, and I bet Shot Miss A probably has a shape like that. I'm gonna have to look for it next time because I feel like it makes it so easy to get in the inner corner area, especially if you've already done your eye makeup before you're using your sponge. This is laying really nicely over the concealer. I'm using a very light layer of it, so my redness is still gonna peek through. I don't find that the fragrance of that primer is awful or anything, but it's just definitely something I wanted to note. Also, this BB cream is fragrance as well, so it might kind of cover it up. I'm really going for it with all these fragrance products. I need to be more careful. Okay, so far I'm not overly impressed with the primer, but maybe they have one that's not so like metallic sort of looking. Maybe there's one that's just more like a moisturizer type consistency. But let's try the concealer. I'm really excited about this. So, okay, first things first, the doe foot looks really nice. I like that it has kind of two flat edges. It's not just, you know, completely round. I like the shape of that, so let's try it out. Okay, it's definitely a light shade, but that's okay. I tend to go for a concealer more like my skin tone versus a lighter one. Definitely sometimes do want a more brightening option. Okay, it's definitely not full coverage, but it's not drying on the under eyes. In my opinion, I do have a bump on my nose there, and I'm gonna add a little bit more on the under eye. I'm also using a sponge to blend it out, which is gonna take some of the coverage away, but that is typically how I like to apply concealer, so I don't wanna change it up. I think I like that. It's definitely more brightening than I usually use, but their shades are just a bit difficult for me to choose from. And like I said, I was trying not to know anything about these products. I just wanted to kind of walk in and try it. So here you go. You can see the before and the after. I definitely think it covered up the blueness in my under eyes for sure, and it doesn't look drying at all. So far so good. I like this. Okay, it's definitely blending out better on the under eyes than my nose for some reason. I don't know if I didn't blend the primer out or the foundation very well on the nose, but that's okay. Overall, I think that this one seems very nice. I'm not sure if it's going to be a favorite yet. I don't know how it's going to wear or anything like that, but it definitely seems like more of like a natural coverage level. It's not anything high coverage by any means. I'd say it's like medium coverage tops. Oh, I was going to try the brow gel first. I'm going to try that now in case I mess up my face makeup. I can at least fix it before I powder my face. So I want to try this. I'm so excited about this. I barely saw any clear brow gels in the store. This was like the first one that I saw, and I walked through 2 aisles looking for it. So I don't know if that's just not a drugstore product or if the Walmart I was at just didn't have a lot, but we'll see. I don't know about this brush. I was gonna say I like it, but then I flipped it over and there's actually a bunch of product. Can you see that product just like sitting there in the little grooves? So the brushes and the bristles themselves look really nice, but it is kind of holding on to a good bit of that product. But I'm really intrigued to try this. This product also, I think it's supposed to give you like laminated brows. So I should have done this before I put on my face makeup, because this says 2-in-1 brush combo with volumizing fibers up to 2 days. Do you guys see that? Up to 2 days. I am not sure about that. If I do a bad job, I hope it does not last up to 2 days. I'll have to try this out and let you guys know like a more well-rounded, thought on it. But for now, I'm just going to apply it like a brow gel, and then I'll fill it in afterwards because I want to see how the gel makes the brows look without adding anything first. Okay, so far it's brushing through them really nicely. There are kind of like some chunks of the gel, so I'm gonna see if I can kind of comb those out. Yeah, as I'm brushing through, there's like white bits. I'm gonna try and show you guys. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this, but there's like little white pieces of the wax throughout the brows. So I'm not sure if that's gonna dry. Let me read the instructions on this one. With short upward strokes, use 2-in-1 applicator to brush through formula in direction of brow hair to create your desired brow shape. Please take great care when washing your face as to not to disturb the brow area. I don't really know how that would work because I'm still gonna have to fill my brows in some, so then I would want to wash that out. So I guess if you're wanting like a laminated look, you could do that. I'm gonna have to see how that dries because there's like white bits in my brow hairs. I don't know about that. Kind of looks like my eyebrows have dandruff and I'm not really feeling like that's the look I'm going for, but I'm gonna see when it completely dries if that's gone. So I'll wait till the end to actually fill them in, or I might just leave them with this in, but for now I'm not going to fill them in at all. Next up, I want to try the Revolution Blush and Highlight Duo. Okay, so I'm going to dip into the blush first. There's quite a bit of powder kick up in the pan from that. And I have not powdered the face or anything yet, so far everything I have on my face you guys have seen me put on. Ooh, that's really pretty. I like the shade of that, and it's pretty pigmented, so it's not like overly pigmented. I feel like sometimes with more affordable blush products, I never know what to expect on the pigment level, but this one seems pretty right now, so I'm happy with how this is looking. And then I'm gonna go ahead and try out the highlight. I was a little bit concerned if the highlight was going to be too deep for my skin, but seeing it now, like not in Walmart lighting, I think it's gonna be okay, but it is definitely like a little bit deeper than some of my other ones. So let's try it out. I feel like I don't see it at all. Okay, there it is. I don't think that's too dark. I think it's really pretty actually. I don't think it has a shadow like when I look straight on, and then when I turn to actually see the product, it looks really nice. It's not too chunky. I feel like for $2.98, if you see a color story that you like, so far so good on this one. I don't know how well it would last on the face, like how long, but I like it on first impression. So next up, I want to try the eyeliner from Maybelline. I almost picked up a mascara to try, and I feel like that would have really completed this look as a full, full face of new products. But, oh, I actually might have a new mascara that I haven't tried yet, so I might pull that out of a drawer. Yeah, this looks really similar to Gilded Taupe. So I want to put this all over the upper lash line, and then also I want to put it below the waterline. I saw that the person on the packaging had that, so I want to try that out as well. The concealer is creasing like a tiny bit right here, but that's how the skin on my eyes is, so I don't think there's any way around that. And of course in the crease of my eye, it's creasing a little bit. I think that makes sense. It's looking really nice, especially for not having been set down with powder at all. Right off first impressions, this seems to be a little bit more sparkly than the Gilded Taupe shade from what I remember, but that is a-okay with me. This looks really, really pretty. Okay, it's not an exact color dupe for Gilded Taupe, but there was another option Maybelline had that looked a little bit more similar, but I honestly thought I might like this one better, and I'm really glad I picked this one up. If I forgot to mention the shade, I got the shade Rose Quartz. I think I mentioned that, but just in case, this is really pretty. It adds something minimal because the color of it, the liner itself is not super far off from my skin tone, but the glitter in it and the just the shine it's giving looks so pretty by the eyes. I really, really like that. Can you guys see that well enough? I'll try and get closer so you can see, but I think it looks really, really pretty on the eyes. So I'm gonna go ahead and add a black liner to the waterline and the tight line. Hopefully that'll make it pop even more. I do actually have a mascara I can try. I got this free with purchase from Ulta several months ago. Oh, I thought this was gonna be the handle, but this is the Maybelline The Falsies Lash Lift Mascara. I've never tried this before, and I don't know that I've ever heard anything about this either, so it kind of fits in with the theme, but I did not pick it up at Walmart, thinking I might like it. I've just never opened it. It's been in my backups. Whoa, so far, that's pretty good payoff. I've only been applying it for a couple of seconds. Oh my gosh, Have I been sleeping on this mascara? Wow, okay, I didn't curl my lashes or anything, but look how long that's making my lashes. So far, I'm very, very impressed by this. Also, that brow gel is going to have to be a no from me. It looks like I have like Elmer's glue in my eyebrows or something. Okay, hopefully you guys can see like what's going on in the eyebrow, but also the mascara I think looks really, really nice. I'm going to build up a little bit of a second coat of that. What the heck? If this doesn't smudge or flake, I'm going to be so excited. I've had this in my drawer for months. I just never tried it. Now I'm glad I didn't pick up a mascara at Walmart because I already had one. Also, the fact that it's looking this good like right when I open it is amazing because usually for me it takes about 2 weeks to really love a new mascara. Okay, next time when I use this, I'm gonna have to curl my lashes because I feel like that's gonna look so good. What the heck? I also really like that eyeliner a lot. If their other liners in that line have that same sort of glitter payoff in them, I might have to check out the other colors because this looks so nice. It's very subtle, but it just like has the nicest little glitter reflex to them that I feel like it helps it look like a little something special, but it is very close to my skin tone. I feel like next time I'd pair it with some sort of an eyeliner to give it a little bit more dimension, but it's really, really pretty. You can't see it so well now, I guess, because of the mascara, but holy cow, that mascara looks so good. I'll leave a note in the description box how that wore. I might actually check in and give you guys a little bit of a wear test later today if I remember, but if not, I will leave all of the notes below on how this stuff wore, and I will be sure to keep you guys posted in future videos to let you know if I'm liking them or not. So the last product that we have to try is this lip product from Neutrogena. If I could get it open. Okay, this wrapper is like no joke on that, which is super nice because unfortunately at the drugstore, so many products have been opened and tampered with. It's so frustrating. So definitely be careful. Make sure you're getting products that haven't been used before. So by the way, this one again is in the shade Almond Nude. I'm so excited to try this. So let's test it out. Oh gosh, I just had a mini panic moment that I didn't press record when I sat down to film this, but I did. Thank goodness. This has a scent to it. I feel like this smells like apricots or something. I don't know. It definitely has a scent to it, which I don't typically mind so much in a lip product, but after using, I had scented hair products and then the scented primer and the foundation, and now this, it's a little bit too much. But I don't notice the primer scent lingering, by the way. I'm just now kind of like, I can smell my hairspray. This is super pretty. I really like that. I feel like the shade is very subtle and I like the shade of it a lot. So I think right now the only other thing I want to do is I want to add a little bit more of the blush just to see kind of how it would look built up. But I think the blush and the lip combo are really, really pretty together. So that paired nicely. I wasn't so sure how this video was going to go after I tried that primer because I think the primer is definitely just going to be a no for me just because it didn't seem to do enough of what I like to enjoy it. And then especially with it having the fragrance, it's just like a no for me. But I would be intrigued to see if they have different ones in their line, but the fragrance thing might hold me back a little bit. Just such a bummer because I really liked the packaging of this. Okay, so those were all of the 6 products. Let me walk through all of them and kind of give you guys just a quick summary now that I've put them all on the face. Brow gel is gonna be a no. It looks like I have dandruff in my brows. Hopefully no one's gonna notice that because we're actually going to our family's like Thanksgiving right now. And this is what I'm gonna have to have on because we gotta go. But yeah, it looks like I have dandruff in my brows. There's like a white cast to them, and like I said, my brow hairs are not even that dark, so this is a no. It definitely has fibers. I guess that's what's going on, but they're white. So it says it's clear or transparent. So maybe if you really want to try this, try it with a colored option, but I wanted a clear brow gel, so this is going to be a no as well. The hard candy primer I just mentioned, all of the reasons that one is a no, unfortunately, but I just wish it had been a little bit more of like that moisturizing texture. Okay, so I'm also going to mention this Maybelline mascara is so good. I'm hoping it doesn't flake or transfer, but I know I didn't pick that one up at Walmart, but it's sold at Walmart and I just had it in my drawer. That one I'm really, really excited about. Okay, what else am I missing? We've got these 4 products left. So I would say the blush and highlight duo, it's nothing to like write home about, but it's nice. It's only $3, so if you're looking for one or if you need like a stocking stuffer for someone's gift, I actually do think that this is really nice. Just make sure again that the one you get is sealed if you buy it in store. Make sure no one's like tampered with it or swatched it or something, but it's a nice little duo. So I think it's cute, it's nice, it's $3, it's a great deal. Okay, so the Neutrogena concealer, so far so good. I like this. I feel like it looks really nice on the under eyes. It's a nice natural finish. Again, not full coverage by any means, but it doesn't really claim to be full coverage. It's more so, well, I didn't see where it claimed to be full coverage. If it does, I'm sorry, but it more so to me sounds like it's supposed to look like healthy skin, like a natural sort of a finish, and I would agree with that. So far I really like this lip product. I don't know how much I'll end up using it or how it will wear. So far so good on this one, so I'm fine with that so far. I don't know that I'm like super wowed by it, but I don't know why I would be. It looks really pretty though. The fragrance I think is kind of what's holding me back on that because I've had an overload of fragrances while sitting here, so my head's hurting a little bit. I think I'm actually the most excited about this one though. Maybelline really killed it in this video because I'm also really excited about the mascara. But out of the 6 products I picked up at Walmart for this video, I think this one I'm the most excited about. This is, of course, the eyeliner in Rose Quartz. So let me just show you guys a swatch of this on the hand so you can see it. I mean, it's really, really pretty. I hope it's translating correctly on camera. As the light hits it, I hope you guys can see like the flip that it has to it, but looking at it, like you can really see the little glitter shining in it. It's really pretty. And I'm super excited to keep using this, and also I will more than likely look at their other colors of that because it's a really pretty eyeliner, and I'll definitely use it in the waterline as well. Okay, I wanted to jump in and give you guys a bit of a wear test. So it has been about 6.5 hours since I filmed the first part of this video, and I gotta say, I'm just like, number one, I'm so impressed by this mascara. I know this wasn't even supposed to be a part of this video, but I'm so glad that it was. This is such a good mascara. I honestly just was like, I don't know, I'll try it whenever I run out of the mascaras I have. But can you guys see like how long my eyelashes look with this mascara? They do not usually look this long, okay? I'm so impressed by that. So other than that, all the other products, the eyeliner is still on my eyes pretty well, so I'm really excited about that one. Honestly, I definitely want to look at some of their other shades. The brow product is just like an absolute no for me. Like, I hope you guys can see this, but there's still those white fibers in my brows. It is not clear, translucent. Like, it is white in my eyebrows, and that is just not the look I'm going for. So that is a definite no for me. Unfortunately, this brow product was just like not good. The primer, unfortunately, I mean, I can't really tell like how it's wearing. My makeup seems to have worn like fine. I would say like typical for what I would have expected. But I don't know that that was necessarily anything due to the primer. So unfortunately this one, just because it was like so metallic-y and it also had such a pretty strong fragrance, I can't really suggest that one. The Revolution Duo, I almost called it a quad. The Revolution Duo I think wore pretty nicely. Keeping in mind it was a $3 duo. It's still on my cheek. I can still tell where I put the blush and the highlight, which honestly kind of says a lot sometimes. I think that it still looks really nice. I'm also impressed with the concealer. I decided to not put any powder on to set it. I'm gonna bring you guys a little bit closer so that you can really see. But hopefully here, this can give you a good view of both the eyebrows and the under eyes. But I honestly feel like this wore really well on my under eyes, considering I didn't even set it down. It did wear off my nose, but that is so typical because I'm always touching my nose, so I can't really blame that on the concealer. And then the lip product wore off kind of like you probably would have expected that it would. It's not a long wear lipstick. I did just reapply it before I started this clip, and when I reapplied it, because I didn't have all those other scents going on hurting my head, it just seems like kind of a fruity scent. So it's a little stronger than I would want, and I still feel like maybe it's like an apricot scent, but I'm not 100% sure. But I think all of my kind of reviews stand as I mentioned, and I'm so glad that the mascara has not smudged or flaked at all. The only adjusting I've done to my makeup at all today is just kind of tap out the concealer that ended up in the crease, because I also didn't put any powders on the crease or anything. So that was the only thing I ever really had to adjust today. But you can still see, hopefully, that the eyeliner is also still there. Also, from that swatch where I swatched it on my hand and showed you guys earlier, it has not come off, and I scrubbed it. I even put Germex on it and tried to scrub it off, and it wouldn't come off. So it's pretty long wearing. So I'm definitely going to check out some of those other colors, but yeah, I just wanted to keep you guys kind of updated on how everything was looking. But overall, 4 products were like, these are really good, and then 2 are no's for me. You know, take that as you will. I thought that this would just be fun to try out some products that I've never heard of before, because like I mentioned, I feel like everything I pick up, I've heard something about one way or another, and there's definitely a little bit of a risk picking up products on a whim and not knowing, but it's also just kind of fun. So I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. Be sure to leave me your feedback on how you feel about this type of a video, if you want to see it again on my channel or not. I will definitely keep that in mind because I create content for you guys, so I want you to enjoy it. But if you did enjoy today's video, I would really appreciate it if you guys would hit the thumbs up button on this video, and be sure to subscribe to my channel because I am posting a video every single day this month, and I don't want you guys to miss out. Be sure to turn on the post notifications bell so you'll be notified every single time those videos come out. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.